All right, everybody, my name is Justin Whitehair. I've got Eli with Solo.to on the Zoom call as well. He's going to talk about their product, what they have to offer. Like I said, I've been using this for a few months now. Absolutely love the product. I may actually upgrade a little bit later on based on some enhancements that they just rolled out, some new features that I got the email update today. So I'm sure Eli will be able to talk about some of those as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hand over co-host and kind of let you go from there, Eli. Thank you.
Sure. Sounds good. Hey, everybody. I'm Eli. I'm one of the co-founders of Solo. So Justin and I have got connected over the last few months just because he, wrote in, was like, hey, could I ask some questions? Can you give me a call? So did a demo last time and, has been like a huge supporter of the platform. So I appreciate it a ton, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna let you go ahead and share your screen and you can kind of go through just an overview of what you'll have to offer and kind of talk about that.
Cool. Okay, so basically, Justin, I think, did kind of a good job to explain what it is, but just to reiterate, basically like any social media platform you use, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, everything, basically what our service provides is you get one link that you can share on those platforms that then connects your followers or your audience to all your other platforms. And we found that there was a big need for this because everybody seemed to like, they find like an artist they like, they find, someone who they're wanting to learn more about, but they can't find where to find them on other platforms. So this links makes it easy to kind of keep all your stuff in one place and direct people where you want them to go. And then beyond that, we have a lot of other features that help you stay connected with your audience in different ways as well. So here's our homepage. This is where you can sign up if you haven't already. Pretty simple. You just choose a username, email address, and a password. And then when you sign up, you just are automatically put on the free plan. So you don't have to worry about paying for anything unless you want to upgrade. So I'll kind of continue on and show you the dashboard. So once you log on, you have the editor here. So this is where you can change kind of the look and feel of your page, the background image, profile picture, name, location, bio, and then you can switch to a color if you'd prefer to not have an image. You can also do dark mode. So this kind of changes it from this light version to this darker version, if you see. I think Justin rocks the dark mode version. And then continuing down, there's the links and embed section. So this is where you just add content. You can add a link to any platform you want. So this could be a personal website. It could be your social media. So you could do Instagram, .com/Eli. And so if you notice, it pulls up the images and we want to make, the pages look really nice. So this link preset is included on all the plans. And then if you upgrade, they have some more options to add a custom subtitle. So you can add like a call to action here. You could say, follow me, something like that. You can highlight the link. So when it's highlighted, you can see that there's like kind of this beacon that radiates out to kind of draw more attention to this specific link. We have custom thumbnail. So in case you wanted to upload a picture here and it would be a little bit different, to kind of show the audience what they're clicking into. And then you can also schedule links. This has been helpful for people who have like, something that they want to share right at midnight or, at a certain time it's getting released, or they want to cut it off at a certain time, say that it's a discount link or something like that. And then we also include embeds. So if you, let's see if I can pull up Justin's page. Oh, for some reason, I thought you had a video on here. I'll show you a different example. Let's see.
No, but I'm learning more as you go, and I'm definitely thinking about putting a video up there afterwards now, just to make sure. I'll have to definitely keep that in mind.
Okay, so I'm just trying to find these are tons of like demo pages that I've created over the time. So I want to find one with a video link on here to show you guys. So if you see, basically this is you can add a video, and so that people can watch the video straight on your page. And you can embed tons of other stuff too. I know you guys aren't musicians, but you can embed like a ton of different like podcast things, music, You can embed Twitch streams. You can embed TikTok videos, tweets from Twitter. So it's just kind of a place to highlight your best content. So when someone finds you on Instagram, they can immediately see the stuff that you want them to see with just basically one click. So let me go back down here. So this I think is going to be important for you guys is the contact button section. So when you add your phone or email, you can see that on your page, it gives people the option to call or text or email you. And then you can switch this to a call button as well. So it's a good way, like if you're networking or you meet someone out and you give them this link, they can easily find your contact information. And then something that Justin does that we added in recently with his help actually was that if you add !add to the end of your link, you get an add to contact button. So when you guys set up like your NFC business cards, or we have the NFC portals, or you can do QR codes, you can set it using that link. And then when people click this, it'll bring up a prompt them to add your contact info to their phone. And all your contact info is already generated using your display name, your profile picture, your email, your phone number, and then it uses this page as your website. So that way they can always remember where they've met you, and then they can revisit this page and see all the details they need. And the link never expires, so it's unlike a business card where, the information could change. It's basically going to stay the same. And this is the page that's going to change, so you can update it without having to buy new business cards or things like that. Another cool thing that Justin did, because he wanted his to appear all the time, is that he added this link here. And basically it does the same thing as that add to contact button, but it just stays on his page rather than needing to add that link. So then continuing down, we have the social button section. So this is like a way to just highlight like your important social media links and differentiate them from your regular links. So a lot of people use this for like the really popular social media networks, just because it kind of outlines them across the top here, and then you can have your content down below. We offer, I think maybe 30 of these. So between social media, music, and podcasting, I think there's about 30. And then you can also customize them in here, change the shape or the color scheme and how they look. And you can also put them at the bottom of your page instead of the top of your page if you want them to be kind of like still on your page, but maybe they're not quite as important as your main links. And that's actually what we do for our page, because we really, our main goal is to get people to sign up for the platform. And then if they want to find us on social media, they can right down here. And then this is kind of the more advanced section down here for integrations with the Facebook pixel. So you can add a pixel to your page and then use Facebook ad marketing to retarget people who visit your page or take actions on your page. So a lot of people will do this by seeing which links they click, and then they can create, audiences based on the people who click on specific links. And then, you can run ads and get them to take other actions on your site or other sites. And then the contact capture is, I'll show you this real quick. Let's see. Let me find a page that has one real quick. Okay, so this page has one, and you can see that basically there's a place for someone to leave their email here. And then when they click submit, it gets sent directly to your MailChimp account. And then just actually today, we released this functionality to connect it with Integromat or Zapier, which are basically like platforms that can receive data and then route it to other platforms. So with these new integrations, you can connect it with any email marketing campaign or software that you use. You could even collect people's phone numbers or email or names and then route it to like a texting service such as Twilio or something like that. So if you had, you could have the capture say like, hey, sign up and like join my texting campaign or something. So then when they sign up, they could automate like a texting, what was I going to say? That basically something that could like follow up with them automatically. And then once again, you can customize if you want it on the top or the bottom. So that's basically the page. When you're editing the page, this is the editor section, but you can click over here and see the live page as it's getting built. And so that way, before you save any changes, you can kind of see how it's going to look. The next tab over here is the analytics tab. And so if you see, like, this is a demo page, so there isn't any analytics to show here. There might have been in the past, so you can see when people viewed this page, and then you can kind of change the time frame that you see to see like trends and stuff like that. And then down here, you can see the total amount of clicks, and then you can see which links are getting clicked, links and social buttons. And then the chart down here corresponds to if you click on one of these links, it'll display the information for that specific link down here. And then in the future, we're planning to expand this so you can see where the traffic's coming from, the refer. So if it's coming from, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then we're also planning on expanding into like seeing the countries that the traffic's coming from. So then you can kind of help, plan your campaigns better. If you're working on any marketing stuff, you'll be able to like just have that better information. I'm just noticing there's some stuff in the chat. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll try to get to them, or we can just do it toward the end as well. So the next step would be the referrals page. So we, as Justin knows, we have an affiliate program. So you can see basically this is how the affiliate program works. You take your link and you can share it with people, and then you earn recurring commission based on the people who upgrade. So you can see the 4 referrals. There's $20 of pending referral income. And then this is the total amount that's been paid out. You just connect it with your PayPal account, and then we send you money every month after the 30-day waiting period. Down here on the account, this is where you can change like your email, username, and then this is where you could switch to pages. So on some of our plans, we offer the ability to have multiple pages. And so a lot of people will use this if they have different businesses, if they have, like they want pages for different things, or people that they meet, they want to share, different content. Or even for businesses, if you have multiple employees, we have several real estate businesses or things like that, where there'll be one main company, and then they have all their employees as pages on here, because what you can do is you can add a collaborator to a specific page. So the company owns all the pages, and then when you add a collaborator, that person can then edit the page and see the analytics, but they can't delete it. So Chris asked, so this link brings all social media platforms together, but does it post to every platform? So this doesn't post to every platform. You would, for that, you'd want to use something like Hootsuite. Is a good one that I know can do that. If you even just Google like, post to all social media at once, they have several platforms that can do that. This is mostly to help like organize all of your social platforms in one place, so that when people find you online, they have an easy time finding you everywhere, and then will eventually follow you in those places, and hopefully, be able to connect with you in a better way. So that's kind of a rundown of everything in the editor. It's fairly straightforward. I was going to show you real quick. We also just released an NFC item we call portals. And basically it's a sticker that you put on the back of your phone. And when you get close to other people, like they can tap on the sticker, and then it'll prompt them to open up, and it'll go directly to your page. So you create the page, you just put the sticker on the back of your phone, or you can put it anywhere. And then when people tap the sticker, it pulls up your page right away. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to cover. Let me see if there's any other features I missed. Basically, like we have 4 different plans. The free plan, with the $1 a month plan, you can see like, you get upgraded kind of like customizations, longer analytics. The entrepreneur plan is where you would get scheduling links, embedding videos and songs, the advanced like click analytics and stuff. And then the professional plan is where you get the contact capture, so you can collect people's emails, the Facebook tracking. You can turn the branding off and have up to 5 pages. And then there's actually this feature where we have, if you want to use your username, so say that we are looking at Justin's, if he wanted to use the username Justin Whitehair at Solo.to, if people send emails to that email address, it'll get forwarded to his account email address. So it's kind of like you can hide your real email address and use that one as like a catch-all for some, for some people. If you want to ask any questions, feel free to either, unmute yourself and ask, or you can send them in the chat and I'll cover them here. So, and then also, so Justin said in the chat too, that he has a referral link on his page. You guys do get a discount if you use his referral link. So you get 10% off any purchase that happens within the first 48 hours. So if you upgrade once, that's discounted. If you upgrade again to a different plan, that's also discounted. And then he just posted it in the chat as well. So, and then Justin, I know works with tap tag. That also works if you want to use that instead of our NFC portal. And then if you just go to setup, this is where you can see how to set up NFC portals to your page. Sorry, go ahead. I heard someone talking.
I was gonna say, so I was gonna show them. Can you go back to mine just real quick? I want to show y'all how I set it up for the travel, because I know we're all travel agents, and it depends on what you do. So like he was talking about, the first part, I have my social media stuff. I normally don't add the question mark at the very end to allow them to say the contact, because I already have an add contact now. But then the next part, I have my social media. So all of my social media on there, including, my business pages, including, my YouTube page, all that stuff's on there. I keep going down. And I even have some of our vendors that we use. So I have Disney, so you can go, that goes straight to my Disney link, my sandals, my Viator. So we have all that. And then any team builders that's on the call, I have this link straight into my Calendly, which truthfully, now that I've learned more about collecting emails, I'm more than likely, right now I'm on the $12 per year plan. So I'll pay $1 per month, basically. So $12 per year. I probably will look at actually upgrading now, because my thought is, if I can capture emails and phone numbers for people that visit this, then I can utilize that, whether I'm marketing for travel or whether I'm marketing for the team building aspect. I can actually use it for both. And because I can have multiple pages, I can actually create one that's more geared toward the travel, one more geared toward to the team building. And then of course I have my affiliate links for creating your bio link and also ordering your business card as well. That's that NFC business card on here. But I absolutely love the product. I've had great success with it. I know that I've actually paid for it. I know there's free products out there, and I know Solo also has the free version. But if you look at, to me, the way the professionalism that this looks, and all that I can do is customize for only $12 per year as of right now, I absolutely love it. I also know Sushil's on this call as well, and I know she created this. Sushil, if you don't mind, can you put your Solo link in the chat as well, so we can just take a look at that? Because I know you set this up after we had the last training with Eli on there, and I'd love to show that as well. But yeah, ask all your questions to Eli. He's been a great resource. I know some of the other platforms out there that I try to use for my bio link, basically, I wasn't getting responses from them. I actually emailed support here with Solo, and I said, hey, can I actually talk to someone on the phone? And Eli's like, yeah, sure, absolutely, I don't mind. And they're ironically located in Vegas, right there where Evolution's office is. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, feel free to ask your questions. You're able to unmute as well, put in the chat box. We'll look at Sushil's here real quick, because I know that she was setting everything up. But yeah,
I missed something right here. There we go. So yeah, she has the add to contact button, very similar. And then if you notice, she upgraded the plan where you can add your own custom thumbnails. So she has, a little bit of visual stimulus, so people can see, like, okay, here's where I'm clicking. Here's the Calendly links.
she's got a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah. But yeah, the page looks great. So someone asked, can I explain what the Facebook pixel is? So basically, if you're gonna use Facebook's ad network, so if you want to run ads on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, any platform that they own, the way to do it is you use what's called a pixel, and it's a piece of code that you put on your website, and then when someone visits that website, the pixel tracks what they do if they have that turned on. And so basically the tracking will let you know if they clicked on links or like, you know, what they did on the page. And then with that information, you can run ads and retarget people who took specific action. So say if someone clicked on your add to contact button, you could retarget them and say like, hey, you know, you might be interested in this also. Or you can always create lookalike audiences. So say that people were clicking on your TikTok, you could create a lookalike audience of people who they think are going to also click on your TikTok, or, you know, take a different action, like purchase something. The pixel is only used in paid ads. Yes. So, I mean, if you're just going to like boost posts or something like that, you typically don't need a pixel unless you want to track conversions. Because basically the pixel can also track conversions that happen on the page if they're like purchasing something or, you know, clicking a specific link. We have a Facebook or a help doc that kind of gives some resources too. So I'll try to send that in the chat here too. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, Chris, cool. So it sounds like this is going to work for you. I said run a full-time ministry and then also does the travel agency work. So yeah, this would be a really good tool. It's really for people who do, you know, multiple things, and that makes it really easy for people to say like, oh, well, this is this person, but here's all the stuff they do. Blanca, I see that you said, I just logged in. What's this for? Basically, we're Solo.to, which is a platform you can use where you get a link that you can put in your social media bio that then connects people with everything else that you do. So you can add links to your other social media accounts, your content, your websites, etc. Are we able to access this later? Yeah. So Justin's recording this. I think he posted the last one on YouTube. So
thank you.
You'll definitely be able to check it out later. Cool. Well, if anyone, if no one else has any questions, we can start wrapping up. But if you think of something later on, feel free to send an email to support@solo.to, and you know, me or someone else will get back to you with any questions that you guys have. Yes, this is similar to Linktree. So Linktree is one of our competitors. We have a page here. If you just go to, I'll put it in the chat here. This kind of shows like the differences between us and Linktree. So this is kind of the key features we feel like differentiate the platform. And then here's a direct comparison. So you can see our $6 plan versus their $6 plan, all the stuff that is offered. And then there's a few things that are on our professional plan as well. So they only have 3 plans. This is the highest plan they offer. We have one that's a little bit higher that has a bit more stuff offered.
So I do have a question.
Sure.
Going back to the multiple pages. So, because, okay, that's what I'm a little confused. So if I'm doing multiple things, so I have 2 businesses, right?
Yeah.
Do you basically have one, so like, how does that, I'm a little confused on how that works when you have multiple pages.
Okay, so I'll reiterate basically. So basically, you have one account. So this account is under this email, and then under this pages tab, if you notice, I have tons of different pages. Typically, so typically you would only have access to 5 pages. You can add as many as you'd like, but if you need 2 pages, you can be on the entrepreneur plan. And when you go to add a new page, so say, you know, this is business, you know, number 2, I would create this page, and then I'm on this page right now, Asher, but if I switch over to Kira, for example, now this is her page, but I'm still under the same account. So you can just switch back and forth, and let's see, I'll show you. This is one page. this is the other page, and they're separate and they have different content on them, but they're both managed under one account. So from this account, I can see the analytics and edit this page. And then when I want to switch to this other page, I would just click here. It switches to it. I can then edit this page and see the analytics and stuff for this page, but they're all hosted under one account. Does that clarify things a bit?
It does, but I have a follow-up to that.
Yeah.
Let's say I add an NFC. Will the NFC only go to that one account that holds the two pages? Or can I add multiple NFCs? That's the other question.
So with the NFC, it's basically what it's doing is it's sharing a link to whichever page you choose. If you want to, so it's only going to go to one page. So it could either go to this page, you know, or it could go to any page, but you have to set it up to go to that page. You could always switch it later on, or you could have multiple, one that goes to one page and then one that goes to the other.
Hey,
Okay, thank you.
Eli, I actually have a follow-up on that part, just out of curiosity. Is this
Yeah.
something down the road that y'all could work on? Would it be possible down the road to actually have, although I have, as an example, if I had 2 pages under my account, would there down the road be a possibility to where you would have one website you go to and you see the 2 profiles and you can click on which one you're looking at?
That's a good idea. We actually hadn't thought of that, but that's something that we could definitely incorporate if, say, like, you know, you had multiple pages and you wanted them to be able to choose, then you could have like one specific, you know, the landing site would then give you the option. Right now, the way that you could do that is if you were on the pro plan, you could have 3 pages set up. One would be, you know, business 1, one would be business 2, and then one could be like the landing page that then would ask people like, what do you want to see, this or this? And you would just add links to both of these pages on that 3rd page.
I was
A
just
little bit of a
thinking
workaround, but
that may be a solution. I don't know how many people would actually use it here, but I know for real estate wise, if you had a real estate company, Century 21, something like that, had a landing page and then had all their agents' profiles under there.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
Yeah, we have someone who does that currently.
Oh, cool.
So
Awesome.
yeah. So let's see. So from one account, I can have my travel work and ministry page. Yes, exactly. So the entrepreneur plan sounds like it'd be good for you because you can have 2 pages on this plan. And so you could have one for your travel work and then one for your ministry page. And then it's going to be 2 separate links. So, you know, you would want to share them like in the, you know, wherever is going to make sense. But then, yeah, that they could stay separate, and you could even link from one to the other. So Justin, say, for example, you just added a link at the bottom of yours that said, hey, you know, you're interested in my other work, click here and it'll take you to the other page. We have a lot of people that do that as well.
Awesome. Does anybody have any other questions? Y'all are able to unmute or put in the chat box for Eli real quick. I really appreciate you
I
taking
have
the
a
time.
question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it'll be too long to type. So it would be the same way. Would professional be the one if I have 3 businesses, a ministry, and I'm a music artist?
Yeah. So with the pro plan, you can have up to 5 pages. Well, and we also, you know, if you want additional pages, we can add as many as you want. So we have some people like the real estate company, I think they have like 30 pages.
Okay.
And so,
Do you add
yes,
additional
Blanca
fees?
said, is this a web page? Yes. So it's just like a landing page, if you've heard that term.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, with the 5 pages, one for your ministry, one for the travel, you know, one for your music work. And with the music work, we have tons of music focused features as well, like embedding songs and videos and stuff like that.
Good.
And we're in the works too with a company that provides like music specific links. So we're going to offer that hopefully in the next like 6 months to a year, where you can put in like the name of your song and it'll pull up all the streaming services right away for you.
And you said you are able to connect with other collaborators, because it's me and my husband. He's
Yes.
an artist too and has his own music. Okay.
Yeah. So what you could do is even like, since you have 5 pages, you could add his page there. and then you would just invite him as a collaborator to that page, and he would then have access to edit it and
Nice.
see the
Okay.
analytics and log in and, you know, fully. Sylvia said, can somebody explain what a ministry is? Is that like a church thing? Is it like a congregation? Is that,
Okay.
maybe I'm,
So for us, our ministry is based on it's not a part of a church or a physical building. This is just me and my husband. It's on our heart for us to give out free Christian hip hop music, and we pass out Bibles. And if people want prayer, we also pray for them too. And it's just us, not a part of anybody else. We go
Gotcha.
out to the streets of our local city and other
Yeah.
cities as well.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Let's see. So yeah, Justin, thanks for the comment there. You said basically replace the travel website with this. And that's, you know, a big thing of with this is that it's simplifying, you know, the way for people to contact you. It helps drive traffic and leads, and like, especially with the email capture, you can collect those emails and then follow up with people. So, you know, they find you online, they submit the form. You could say like, submit this form and I'll follow up with you. And then it's just that thing to help, you know, move the needle for your business or whatever work you're doing in a simple way that, you know, requires very little like technical experience. You don't have to hire a web developer or learn how to use Squarespace or anything like that. So. Cool. Well, unless there's anything else.
I do have one question.
Oh, sure.
Because you talked about forms. So if you're gonna, let's say you do decide to put in a if you want to, you know, if you want to book travel, fill out this form, where is there a way to do that? Do we just have to put in the URL for that form? How would that happen or
I'll
work?
show you. So down here, it's called the contact capture. When you turn it on, you select where the information that gets collected goes. So if you see on the page here, there's the email address, phone number, first name. What happens when this form gets submitted is that the information gets sent, and then this is, you choose where it gets sent to. So until today, the only place was MailChimp, which is a email marketing software. And so what you could do from there is then with the people's emails, you could follow up with them by sending them like, you know, a newsletter or something like that. But after today, we connected that with Integromat and Zapier. And basically what these do is you can route the data to go anywhere that you'd like. You could even have it just send you an email whenever someone submits the form. It could send you a personal email or a text with their information, and then you could just follow up right away on your phone. You could also send it to a different email marketing software like, you know, Active Campaign, MailerLite, like, you know, Klaviyo. There's a million of them. There's also texting services, like I mentioned, like Twilio. If you want, I can actually, I could give a brief demonstration of this also. Let me just get logged in here real quick. All right. Okay, so basically the way that it works is when you come into Integromat, basically you just are creating like what they call scenarios. So it gives you this link right here, and that's what you would copy into the page. And so it's what's called a webhook. And basically when the information gets submitted, it gets sent to this link. And then from this link, it receives the information. And you, for the example here, I was just routing it to a Google Sheet. And so this would just then create like rows with the people's first name, email, and phone number. And it's all pretty straightforward to set up. It just asks you to connect whatever service you want to, you know, use. And then it asks where you want to put the data, and like name goes to name, email to email, phone to phone, etc. But then, you know, say that like you wanted to text yourself. I can't remember if this one had like a texting one, but I know that Zapier has one where like it could just send you an email. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So here it is. So yeah, basically you could just send a new email with this information to yourself whenever it gets submitted. It seems like that might be a valuable way for you guys to handle it.
Even doing the Google Sheet, to be honest with you, I don't know about some
Mhm.
other people on here, but just getting that contact information in there would be pretty awesome as well.
Yeah, because then basically you just have a big list of names and you could even, you know, check it and say like, perfect, I called this guy, check it off. So yeah, and it's pretty straightforward. We have a help website. So for instance, the contact capture, if you just click through to it, it shows exactly how to set it up. And then it walks step by step, like, you know, choose this option, click here, copy the link, add it, you know, and so it should be pretty straightforward, but if you have any questions, I can always get it, help people get it set up. So let's see if there's anything else in here. Yeah, so Kimberly says it seems like a great alternative to building a full website. That's definitely was our goal, was that, you know, it just sometimes a full website is too much for somebody, both like, you know, they don't want to take the time or money to do it. And then it's like, you don't need that much to just direct people where you want to go.
Well, and even think about it for like a business card's purpose or whatever. On a business card, you can't put all this information. It's too much to go on a small business card that's going to go in somebody's pocket and then get lost later on, or be thrown away in the trash. But if you just have that one simple link that's fairly easy to remember, that you can hand off to people, or you can do those NFC stickers, you can do those NFC business cards, something like that to take with you that links to everything. You know, maybe you're talking to a client that has Facebook that doesn't have Instagram, or vice versa. They have Instagram but doesn't have Facebook, but now they're able to connect with you on one of those platforms. I absolutely, like I said, I absolutely love the product. I switched over from another company. Solo has been nothing but supportive. They've responded to every request I've done. Just like I said, I had an issue when I jumped over to Solo about how can I get people to be able to add my information to their phone, because I was always handing out my NFC business card. They would tap in, they're like, okay, how do I save this information? And within a matter, I don't remember, it was like a week, maybe it felt like, Eli comes back and says, okay, we've got a solution. That's what you need to do. And they're going to be able to save it. And sure enough, and now we found even a better solution that works for me. So they're definitely supported. They're definitely growing. And I understand now kind of why I'm paying for the product compared to doing the free, is because unlike some other platforms out there, I know, you know, it's kind of created and then they're done with it. Well, Solo keeps enhancing their platform and keeps trying to make it better, and rolling out new stuff like where you can capture their email and all that information, which is great. So I'm definitely considering, after this training, and this is even more information than the last training with Eli, I'm definitely actually considering going on and jumping up to the pro version personally. So
Cool.
awesome. Well, if there's any other questions, like I said, feel free to real quick ask them before we jump off here. I know Eli's time's valuable, and we definitely appreciate him jumping on here.
Yeah, and Sarita, I see you asked to chat later. So yeah, the best place would be to just email at support@solo.to, and then I'll make sure to, you know, answer that email, and we can you can chat, ask any questions you want.
What's the email again?
I'll put it in here.
And if y'all ever have any issues reaching out to Solo or something like that, you can definitely get in contact with me, and I can get you that email at some point as well later on.
Also, if you just visit our website, in the footer, there's a thing that says contact. It'll pop up the form that sends the email to. So
awesome. Well, Eli, I appreciate your time today. As always, it's always a pleasure on that part. Like I say, your product's absolutely amazing. Anybody that needs to recap any of this, like I said, I'll upload it on our YouTube channel later on, but you can definitely go straight to Solo's page and just go ahead and register on there as well. Just remember, if you do register, you can get a discount if you use one of the referral links from somebody. So awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, Eli.
All right, take care, guys. Have a good one. Nice to see you all. Bye-bye.